you do not live for anything else except Jesus. I want you to raise your voice and begin to bless the Lord Jesus. The Lord Jesus. He has never changed. He's never changed. The Bible says he is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Can you imagine being married to someone that is the same yesterday, today, and forever? It's wonderful. I want you to raise your voice. Oh, it lives forever. You are so good, Father. That's why we are here. We came just to exalt you, to say today you are holy. You are so good, Father. You take care of us all the week. Why not Sunday come just to give you 2 hours? Oh, praise you, love you, Father. Oh, Father, thank you for everything you are doing for us. Father, thank you, we sing alive. Father, thank you are protecting our children. You are protecting our family. You are blessing us. Father, thank you. Hallelujah. Dio come tua semente, quasi chanta la mela intercede, Jehovah, quasi entra le chante nos vies, Papa che vedi Jésus, au papa le dimanche béni, c'est le matin, comme les quartiers, comme les quartiers éternels, comme les quartiers nous aiment maintenant, comme les quartiers les Seigneurs. Oh, Jéhovah, Jésus, béni. Papa, les quartiers que vous êtes en train de faire dans la vie. Pourquoi pas des merci? Pourquoi pas des merci? Alléluia. Every knee bow before you, every tongue must confess. You are the Lord. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Lord, we thank you. Now the right word, please. Lord, we thank you. We exalt you. Who is you now? You can take your seat, please. Oh, Lord, you're wonderful. 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 Jesus, we bless you. You're wonderful. You're wonderful. We exalt your holy name. And we say thank you. I think today is maybe the last week. Or I found out that there's a lot to talk about love. But at least maybe I'm waiting to use something. time. L'amour, love, love. Every day talking about love, love, love. But the key passages is going to be Matthew chapter 22. Maria Maria and Benjamin and David are going to need you to be reading this over and over. Let's go first on the book of Matthew chapter 22. And if you have time at home, someone please ask you to read first Samuel 24. Verse 1. Matthew chapter 22. I don't know if anyone can say it better than what the Lord said in Matthew chapter 22, verse 37. Let's go. Please, David.
Matthew chapter 22, verse.
Yeah.
From verse 1.
No, Matthew 22. It's too long. That's why I took 37.
37. Jesus said to him, "You shall love the Lord with your you love the Lord."
35. I took the Lord.
Then one of them, a lawyer, asked him a question, testing him, saying, "Teacher, which is..."
This is a lawyer. If it's a lawyer, it means he knows the law. He knew the law. C'est-à-dire qu'il a connaissait la loi. So if Jesus did not give the correct answer about Clement, the Lord would have been in trouble. Because the man, he knew the law.
"Teacher, which is the great commandment in the law?"
Which is?
The great commandment in the law. Jesus said to him, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and all your mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself." Jesus said to him, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind."
You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart. With all your soul and what?
All your mind.
With all your mind. It means this. It means God is everywhere in your life. That's what it is. So if God is not everywhere in my life, something is wrong. God must be everywhere. It means that even when I go to the zoo, I'll see a lion. It means God is there. Because there's nothing that I see that was not made by God. If I see a lion, yes, I don't know, in England, we don't have this. Let's go to Africa, you see mosquito, they will stick. If you see mosquito, even mosquito, mama, as petit, la moustique, ça ne peut pas créer une moustique. Even mosquitoes, mosquitoes smaller than small. The devil did not even make mosquito. So, if you can see God everywhere, then you're in trouble. That's why a lot of people, they are worshiping the enemy unknowingly. Toutes les choses de diable, tu ne comprends pas ton Dieu. I see God everywhere. Everywhere. Because if you cannot see God everywhere, it's difficult to love your enemy. It's very difficult to love your enemy. It is very difficult to love your enemy. Jesus said, pray for your enemy, for your enemies, and even those who treat you with contempt. I give the testimony of this woman. She was in the hospital with her son, really just at the verge of dying. They called Robert. Robert, those days was young, very 20 years of age or something, in between, or 30. They called Brother Robert to pray for the boy. Robert went to the hospital to pray. God said to him that this boy is like this, just about to die because this woman does not love her mother-in-law. Parce que cette dame maman de Jésus n'aime pas sa belle-mère. C'est pourquoi son fils est dans cette condition. Ne prie pas. Dites à cette dame d'aller se reposer avec sa belle-mère et son fils. So you can tell that this woman, wherever she was going, she could not see God in her mother-in-law. Her mother-in-law was the devil. So many times it's not the person, it is the spirit inside the person. If you put Jesus here, you remove the spirit, Jesus will not be the Jesus that we know. The reason why Jesus is the Jesus that we serve and we know, because inside, hey, there was a spirit. And the spirit inside that Jesus is the spirit of love. If you cannot walk in love, you are useless. You can be saying hallelujah, doing all the kind of exercises that you can never do. It is worth nothing. God is love. If you come out of love, Papa Warren, if you come out of love, you have to exhibit love. You have to demonstrate love. We have to walk in love. I gave you a testimony in the Bible about the love. It's somewhere in the 22nd Kings. When Elisha said to God to strike all their enemies, God struck them with blindness. They could not see. They were like, and Gehazi came and said, let's kill all of them. Say, hey, don't kill them, give them food. Give them water to drink. Ha! Someone that came to kill you. Yes. You cook for them, you give them food, you give them water to drink. That's love. People of God, let's do our because we are prayed. Jesus said this. The way to know that I am coming, the love one another wax cold. Maman, j'ai dit, pour mieux comprendre que Jésus revient bientôt, observons, est-ce qu'il y a l'amour parmi nous? You can see families being broken, falling apart, because we are not willing to walk in love. Jesus said, David, repeat 37, something the Lord said.
Verse 47.
Yeah, you just say this, yeah, because we're going to go back to the
Jesus said to him, you shall love the Lord your God with all your soul, with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind.
Mama, it means that the more you love God, Papa Clement, in your mind, in your soul, there's nothing of the world. That's the love of God. Today we're going to talk about love as being the fruit. Papa Clement, can you imagine that Jesus said, even so my Father delight that you bear more fruit? Oh, no. Because in any language, Papa Clement, when we say more, whichever word that comes behind it should be having S, more fruits. Maman, je dis, Jésus n'a pas dit que mon père veut que porter beaucoup de fruits avec S, donc il a dit fruits, pour montrer que la patience c'est de l'amour, la paix c'est de l'amour, la joie c'est de l'amour, c'est contrôle c'est de l'amour. C'est lui qui parle de l'amour, englobe tout, car l'amour avale tout, et l'amour c'est Jésus. Read that 37 before we go to Galatians.
You shall love, Jesus said to him, you shall love the Lord with the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind.
Meaning that in the old covenant, there was not love. I'll show you. God said if someone slaps you, you slap. God said if someone comes punches you, you punch. If God, vous allez voir que la Bible, Dieu va ouvrir la terre comme ça. Wow! Et 1000 personnes vont mourir d'une brutalité. That was not love. Why? Because Papa in the old covenant, God was always judging. But in the new covenant, the Bible says that God did not send his son into the world to judge the world, but to serve the world. Papa, je dis, la personne que toi tu juges, tu ne vas pas la récupérer. Mais la personne que tu montres l'amour, quel que soit ce qu'il t'a fait, tu vas vouloir récupérer. Parce que dans le jugement, tu éloignes la personne de toi. Dans l'amour, la personne s'approche de toi. So if God kept on judging us, Papa Clément, no one will come to God. Dans l'évangile d'aujourd'hui, hey, viens à Jésus. Si tu ne viens pas à Jésus, tu vas mourir, tu vas aller à l'enfer. C'est pas ça la Bible. That's not the gospel. The gospel is God loves you, God wants you, God wants you. God has died for you in the person of Christ. Anyone that you talk of love to, that person will come to you. But anyone you judge, that's why, even if God sees you in sin, God is not going to say, go and speak to David, I'll kill him tomorrow. I'll punch him, I'll do this. God is not going to talk like that. Beaucoup de gens nous ont fui parce qu'on a été judgmental. Nous les avons jugés au lieu de leur montrer l'amour. Parce que lorsque tu montres l'amour à quelqu'un, la personne lui trouve une place. Mais lorsque tu les juges, il va comme si tu ne l'aimes pas. Il va aller. Il va aller. Et lorsque tu juges, il n'y a pas de place. So, God in the person of Christ, He wants to hug as many people. Before we get to the message, if you're a Bible reader, there was a day John the Baptist was arrested, and John became so troubled and confused. He sent people to go and ask Jesus, hey, are you the Messiah or should we wait for another one? Si c'était toi et moi, on va dire, hey, pas de la sélection là. Il se passe, il est dans le péché, donc c'est pour ça qu'il n'est pas un serviteur, il est un faux serviteur, un serviteur de Dieu qui dit, Jean ne pas, tu ne peux rien, non. Jésus, quel que soit, Jean le Baptiste avait déraillé. Jésus a montré l'amour jusqu'à la fin. Il a dit, parmi les gens qui sont de la foi, il y en a qui sont comme Jean le Baptiste. So you can tell that where there is love, we don't judge. Where there is love, we open our hands to receive as many as. Because in love, you don't lose. Maybe 37 minutes. Let's go to this. Maria, get ready. Galatians chapter 5, verse 17. David, let's go.
Jesus said to him, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your mind, and with all your soul. This is the first and great commandment.
This is the first and the great and what?
Great commandment.
And a great commandment. Papa Clément, apart from love, there is nothing. Pour nous qui venons de l'Afrique, maman, j'ai dit, la meilleure prédication, c'est quoi? Comment ligoter les démons qui détruisent ta famille? Comment détruire l'esprit qui dérange ta belle-mère? Comme ça, il va beaucoup t'aider. That's all the Bible. Papa Clément, according to the word of Jesus, the greatest commandment, this is the first commandment. We all know in the Bible, God gave 10 commandments. Dans la Bible, il y a 10 commandements que Dieu a donnés aux enfants d'Israël. Mais Dieu dit, ces 10-là ne sont pas les premiers. Le premier commandement de l'Éternel, c'est l'amour. Peuple de Dieu, si tu ne marches pas dans l'amour, c'est difficile de lire la Bible. Si tu ne marches pas dans l'amour, c'est difficile même que tu puisses prier. And he says, this is the first commandment. People of God, we want nothing except the love. As for today, we are leaving this place. Let's walk in love. Let's do all we can to love. Love is good. The more you love in love, the more you walk in love, it's like you own nothing. There's no debt in your life. Love is good. God has shown us His love. Let's operate, let's live, and let's walk in love. I'll give you a testimony of a pastor. We call him the big man of God from Ghana. One day he was praying. He had a vision. In the vision, Jesus was talking to him. He said to him, oh, what are you praying about? He said, oh. Et Jésus lui dit, tout ce que vous prêchez dans vos églises, là, moi je ne connais pas ça. Je ne vous ai pas envoyé de prêcher ça. Moi je vous ai prêché lorsque ton prochain souffre. C'est pas moi. Moi je ne vous ai pas prêché. Et Jésus lui a dit, pourquoi lorsque vous prêchez, vous criez? Lorsque moi je prêchais, je ne criais pas. Moi j'ai dit, c'est facile à faire ce que nous prêchons aujourd'hui. Mais ce que Jésus prêchait, c'est facile à lire. Mais c'est très difficile. Tu peux même faire 10 ans sans le faire lire. Why? Because we don't understand the message of Christ. The message of Jesus is simple. Love. When you love, there's liberty in your life. And Jesus said to him that I preach to you, when your neighbor is hungry, give him food. Jesus said to him, I preach to you to love your neighbor. But vous parce que vous réunissez, vous commandez même des feux sur vos ennemis. J'ai prêché ça pour. So you can tell that we think we are praying. We are not praying. True prayer begins here. Because the first commandment from God is love. And Jesus said, this is the first thing. This is the first commandment. And not only the first, but this is the greatest commandment. I show you a picture in the Bible. It's Judges chapter 15. We know this woman called Delilah. Samson lied to Delilah 3 times. And Delilah said to Samson, you don't love me. It's in the Bible. He said, this girl said to Samson, I think you don't love me because if you did love me, you would have spoken the truth out of your mouth. So you can tell that, people of God, it is in Jesus that we have found the love of God. That's why David, read again 27, please. I have lost it today, please.
You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the first and great commandment. The second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. On these 2 commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Pardon?
On these 2 commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
All the law and the prophets. So if you have, Papa Kima, you know you can summarize the Bible. Tu peux faire le résumé de la Bible. And the summary of the Bible, it is to love God, to love your neighbor. To love God, it is not cursing your enemies. I really see people, they will command fire, burn, fire, let fire come and kill that. Hey! It's not in the Bible.
I have a question.
Yes, Mama.
Yes. Because we are questioning on the law. I have my auntie. I grew up in her house. I love her. And then I do many things for her too. But I didn't know my way was not going through, but it was her. It was the one who was doing it, but I didn't know the first. And then when I know that, I was still love her. Still now I love her, but the problem I have now, if I spoke with her on the phone, we are speaking on the phone. After that, after just 5 minutes, I start to feel heavy headache. I should left the phone, and then she's talking. Me, I start to pray. I say, I have headache. I have it. That is doing for me like last time Warren was there. I was talking with her daughter. Her daughter went off. When I stayed, and then I started feeling this pain. I said, why always when I speak with you, I feel I pray, I take the phone, I take the phone and start praying. I said, Warren, please come we pray. And then she was talking, this people, the phone is gone, it's gone off. And then we pray. I'm just because that's like a story, but heavy headache. I feel like my head is going. But for now, I decide I'm not gonna call her anymore. I don't know what I'm going to do now.
David, come stand on top. Face me. If I was doing, this is John, I don't know who is the strongest person, John Cena, the number before. I take Mike Tyson because most of us they love Mike Tyson. David is standing here, and this is Mike Tyson. And we are pulling each other. Who is going to pull the other? Mama, this is Mike Tyson, and this is David. So they are pulling each other. Keep up to me. Huh?
Maybe.
Why?
Because you are Mike Tyson.
Because Mike Tyson is stronger. So it's depending on the spirit that is inside of him. That's why Jesus said, my people perish because of when you know himself, whoever you are talking to is going to know that this one is Mike Tyson. I don't mess about. Mama, I love my wife. If my wife does anything wrong against Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson walks in here and is punching me, I say, sorry. I can't fight for you. Mike Tyson will kill me. Why? Because, Mama, that Mike Tyson, in that boxing comes boom, la chef, boom. And depuis que je suis né, je n'ai jamais fait de sport. What do you expect me to do? Because since I was born, I've never been to the gym. So this is someone, Mike Tyson, walking here. Yeah, he will beat my wife, he will beat me, he will all die. That's exactly. I showed to you that if you know that you are Jesus, no matter the spirit inside David, you are stronger than David. David cannot pull you down. That's what he like. So all I have to do, because I know that I have more power than David, David is not going to kill me because the Bible says that l'amour triomphe au-dessus de tout. And because I have love and I have Jesus and the Spirit in me is great, I'll give David food, I'll give him everything. And David will know that, hey, I can mess about with everyone. But I said this my life. If I dare, I'm in trouble. It's like that's this. So love is like that. Don't open the Bible because today we're going to just give up that summary. I gave you a passage in the Bible, Luke chapter 9, verse 50. Jesus was going in the city of Samaria, and people stopped Jesus from going inside to preach. One of the disciples said to Jesus, Lord, I think you have to do what Elisha did. He commanded fire to come and consume. Jesus said, I've not received that spirit. Papa, if there are 4 people here on the whole earth, you, Jesus, you came to die for them, and you command fire for the 4 to die, who's going to receive into their life? Papa, worry. If there's only 2 of you on earth, and Jesus died for mankind, and he commands fire to come on the 2 of you, who is going to receive into his life? Nobody. Because of you. Nobody. So therefore, no matter what you do, l'amour supporte tout. Love suffers long. So no matter what you do, because it is love, it has to endure. The more it endures, one day you're going to understand it and follow it. But if every day is commanding a wrong faith to come into your life, eventually, nobody will say, si Jésus n'avait pas la patience, il peut être chrétien. Nobody. Love is patient. Love is patient. That's why God said, that's why in Matthew chapter 22, Jesus said, this is the first commandment. So, what Moses received, it was not the first commandment. Remember, l'agneau de Dieu a été prédestiné avant la fondation du monde. So, as God was making the world, He had something first here. And the thing that He had first here was called Jesus, the Lamb of God. Let's read Judges chapter 16. You'll get it right. Let's go there.
From verse 1.
No, this is not more here. Judges 16, 13.
Delilah said to Samson, until now you have mocked me and told me lies. Tell me what you may be bound with. And he said to her, if you weave the 7 locks on my head into the web of a loom. She wove it tightly at the button of the loom and said to him, the Philistines are upon you, Samson. But he awoke from sleep and pulled out the button and the weave from the web of the loom. Then she said to him, how can I love you when your heart is not with me?
How can you say I love you?
Then she said, how can you say I love you when your heart is not with me? You have mocked me these 3 times and have told me where you and have not told me
You have
where your
done
great
what?
strength. You have lied. You have mocked me these 3 times.
3 times. 3 times is symbolic of everything that we know of in all covenants. The law, the prophet, the son, la loi, le prophet, la loi, le prophet, le son. So it meaning that everything that we knew of from the old covenant was not the truth. Remember, lorsque Jésus est venu, il a dit, je suis le chemin, la vérité et la vie. Aucun prophète n'a marché en Israël disant qu'il était la vérité. Non. Non. How can you even say that? You are l'homme qui aimait la femme ne peut être la vérité. Eh, qui est cet homme qui a marié sa femme, il n'a jamais menti. Moi, I have to speak that. I don't like to my wife. I have to say it. There is nobody walking on this earth. Maman, j'ai dit, le moment où tu arrêtes de mentir, tu ne peux pas vivre sur la terre. Because everyone living on this world lies. But there's one person that never lied. Can you imagine that? Pontius Pilate arrested Jesus and said to Jesus, you know how power to release you. And Pontius Pilate said to Jesus, are you the Son of God? Hey, maman, je dis, si Jésus avait régné ce jour-là, je ne suis pas le Fils de Dieu. But you can tell that Jesus can never. See, where there is love, there cannot be lies. Jesus never said, I am. So it means that I am, you want to that. Go and clean. People of God, this boy, Samson, lied to his wife 3 times. But at the 4th time, he could not lie. He has to speak the truth. People of God, where there is love, there will be truth. True love comes out of the truth. And I can say to you, we have found the truth. I'm sorry to say this. There was a man that was living out, Buddha. Buddha, before he died, he said to people, I am still searching for the truth. Buddha avait dit aux gens avant de mourir, je suis en train de chercher la vérité. Tout le monde qui est ici vaut plus que ça. Moi, je connais la vérité. Je ne cherche pas la vérité, je suis la vérité. And the truth is the Lord Jesus Christ. When you are in the Lord Jesus, you are in the truth. And people of God, I know the truth. So I can sit Buddha down and say, Buddha, come down. I know the truth. The truth is Jesus. And Jesus never, so God can never lie. People of God, when there is love, the truth will always and always come out. Why? Because Jesus said, this one is the fulfillment of the law and the prophet. People of God, love stands above everything, people of God. Matthew chapter 7, verse 17. David, Benjamin, or Miriam, go.
Or if he asks for a fish, will he be given a serpent? Will he give him a serpent? If you then, being evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father, who is in heaven, give good things to those who ask him? Therefore, whatever you want men to do to you, do also to them, for this is the law of the this is the law and the prophets. Enter by the narrow gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leads to destruction, and there are many who go in by it, because the narrow gate and difficult is, but because narrow is the gate and difficult is the way which leads life, and there are few who find it. Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravenous wolves.
You see, the way even to know that this is a true prophet is inside love. Imagine it, you can fake anything. Don't worry, you can fake anything. You know you can fake patience. See, it's patient there. I don't want to mention the name. I think one day, I think my wife was talking to someone on the phone. The woman was somehow praising the man that she met. How is it, man? After a few days, I heard how the man was behaving. Found it fake. Everything, but you cannot fake this one. Love. Maman, j'ai dit, you can, tu peux prétendre d'ici jusqu'en Afrique. Tu ne peux pas prétendre l'amour. Even you like to God, people will know. That's why, Mama, there is nobody who has been fake until his death. Before you die, people will reveal it to you. This one, not fake person, was not good at all. You can fake anything. That's what the Bible says that est-ce qu'un tigre peut cacher sa tigre? Oh, c'est le leopard. Est-ce que le leopard peut cacher les taches de sa peau? Papa Warren, there's no way a leopard will hide the dot or the speckle on the skin. One day you know. People of God, even you like it or not, one day you will not enjoy it. That's why people who don't love each other, les gens qui ne s'aiment pas un jour, ils vont savoir qu'il n'y a pas d'amour. You can't fake love. I repeat to you, you cannot. David, that's why he said that they are not fake prophets because of what they say from their mouth first. They are best fake prophets because inside of them, zero. Nothing. Nothing. That's why Jesus said, how are you going to know them? You shall know them by what?
Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravenous wolves. You will know them by their fruits.
You shall know them by their
fruits.
Period. No other way. And the greatest is this one, love. Because how can you say you're a prophet of God before you pray for people? Basket. Oh? No, that is not love. That's exploiting people. It's exploitation. Why? Because Jesus, who has shown me love, he never asked me for money before he prayed for them. Everything was free. The Bible says, freely you have received, freely also you ought to give. So if
for now, the way we are living, all of them they ask money.
Yeah, if they ask for money, there's not love. Because when Jesus died for you, did you give something? Because true love does not require anything. You just love the person. I repeat, David, in true love, you don't ask anything. You just love. That's why God is constant. The Bible says Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So Jesus is the same. Love never changes. Love remains constant. Constant. Oh, before I pray for you, how much? Did you put money? There's nothing here. Someone will say, but after all, I gave money, and the prophet prayed for me, I was healed. I said to you, that is not God. You wait for that healing. Because when Jesus said, do not be deceived by their prophecy, do not be deceived by what you see, but what is the fruit? It is the fruit that matters, and nothing else. The fruit must be there. People of God, there's nothing like love. I don't know if because God is love. God is love. I repeat, God is love. Someone say, hey, I don't like the man. Je n'aime pas le monsieur. Hey, ma famille est pauvre, non. Il me propose de venir à l'école. Ah, que je dis, c'est mal l'école. I tell you what, even if you like it or not, it will show that you're fake. Because the motive behind was coming to the Europe. It was not love. Because love is the only thing that stands forever. That's why you see a lot of people, moi et ma femme, hey, on prétend pas l'arrêter. Après quelques mois, les enfants, les hommes, because you cannot fake this one. If there is anything that haunts us, and anything that we must follow and live in for, it is the love of God. That's why Delilah, Papa Clément, Delilah, qui n'avait pas l'esprit, mais là, comme ça, c'est pas le moment. Can you imagine, Papa Clément? Delilah n'avait même pas les dons de discernement. But because we know what love is. Tu peux pas dire à un païen qui est chrétien et tu prends la femme Non, ça c'est pas Dieu. Dieu prend la femme d'autrui. Ça c'est des 10 commandements. Parce que la Bible dit, tu ne parles pas la femme d'autrui. On n'a pas même le at times for love. You don't even need the descending of the Spirit. You don't need this because probablement le messieurs, les soldats romains qui a dit que c'est lui si vraiment est le fils de Dieu, il n'avait pas de cet esprit. Mais il a compris ce que nous voyons ça. Ça, personne n'a fait ça. So, tu ne peux pas prendre la forme d'autrui. Et les païens vont dire, wouh, un vrai pasteur. Non, un faux pasteur. Un vrai pasteur ne prend pas la forme d'autrui. Et pour conclure, pour bien comprendre l'amour, tu es chrétien, va escroquer un païen. Et tu vas voir si Dieu va être content de toi. Non, parce que Dieu est amour. Pourquoi je dis ça? Parce que c'est le même Dieu qui t'a créé, c'est lui aussi qui a créé le païen. Donc, un vrai chrétien, a true Christian must see God everywhere. Everywhere. I'm remember this pastor, I don't know if a lot of people do that. May God help me to do it. This pastor was driving, he hit another person's mirror. He stopped. There was nobody, no camera. He said, Thierry, I stopped. I wrote a note to the guy. I put my phone number on everything, and how he can claim. See, his wife said to him, toi tu es madame, il n'y a personne ici. Alors il disait, non. L'amour de Dieu me dit, c'est pour ça qu'on va faire ça. He wrote the number, everything. And the next day, the owner of the car called him. He said, wow, I see how you have damaged my car. You don't need to pay because you're an honest person. You see, the man did not see, but I believe God saw that. The man forgave him. Can you imagine if he listened to his wife? It would have been good for the two of them. But the other person, can you imagine that? You normally leave your house at 7 a.m. You get up from your house at 6:58. There is no miracle. Can you imagine? But the guy, because in love, there's sincerity. In love, you treat your neighbor the same way you have treated yourself. He asks for forgiveness. It's not just asking for forgiveness, he left the note. People of God, love is good, please. That's what we love. I've always said to God, on the day that I'll stop loving my wife, you should really act up to my father and because you're getting my power. I will go. Because as long as we are together as I hold this book, I'm definitely to live in love. Because I can't say I love Jesus and I don't love my wife. How can you say that you love Jesus and you're a shit? No, you can't stand with this book. Why? Because the first commandment is love. So it means that it's love that helps you open Genesis chapter 1 this one. So without love, you cannot open Genesis chapter 1 this one. And without love, you cannot follow Jesus. People of God, I've got a lot to say about that. Please, let's do our best to love. I repeat, I beg you, let's do our best. Not just loving Papa Clement, loving Kofi Olomide, loving this one, loving that evil person there. Let's love. Let's walk. You know, when you love and you need them to play, it's like a baby. You see smile and joy coming and speak of it. Let's close by Galatians chapter 5. After I'm spoken with this, David, because you're going to university, you read faster. Galatians chapter 5. Start reading from verse
16.
Okay, let's go.
I say then, walk in the Spirit, you shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusts against the Spirit, and the Spirit against the flesh. These are contrary to one another, so that you do not do things that you wish. But if you are led by the Spirit, you are not under the law. Now, the works of the flesh are evident, which are adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lewdness, idolatry, sorcery, hatred, contentions.
Yeah, the works. The works. These are not the works. We finish it here. It says the works. S at the end. Go.
Adultery, fornication, uncleanness.
Go verse 22 because of time.
But the fruit of the Spirit is.
But the fruit of Bakleva. It should have said the fruits first here. To show that the flesh. You know, tu peux avoir, moi je dis, tu peux avoir, un homme peut avoir quatre femmes. Il part chez le magicien pour avoir le pouvoir des riches. Il ne peut pas les donner. Parce que chez le diable, même dans les bêtises, il te tord. Mais chez notre Dieu, il y a le principe. On ne viole pas ça là. God requires of you to be. That's why it says, Romans chapter 8, verse 1, it says, verse 2 says, la loi de l'esprit en vérité m'a affranchi. What is that love? Is love. It is love. You know, when you walk in love, you'll be seeing sin away from you. So when you talk about the flesh, everything, Congolese, Cameroonese, Angolese, everything. But when it comes about the fruit of the Spirit of our word, I think we shared this before. It just says love is. Love is. It means that everything that you know comes out of love. Joy, love. Love. If I don't love my wife and we don't love each other, no joy. So joy comes out because the way we love each other. And if we don't love each other, there's no peace. So you can tell that in the world, there's no principle. So how can I spoke to my wife and I left this church back in London. Everyone knew in London, c'est Monsieur ici, ça ne passe pas. Il a pris la parole de Dieu. Et on priait pour les gens, et les pasteurs proposaient, les musulmans ont pris la femme chez les gens, ça c'est jouer avec Dieu. Maman, Dieu a besoin que tu sois correct et d'avoir une voiture. Vous être correct, vous être correct. Walking in love is walking righteously. God cannot bless you because you go another person's wife. No. So it shows that there, the devil does not care. You can be a murderer, the devil will bless you. You can be this, the devil will give you. But when it comes about our God, God will see if this one is not correct. Because love is the fruit of the Lord. So it says that. I stop here, please. As we're living here, let's walk in love. Let's experience love. Let us share love. Please, Lord, let's live by love. Let's love the worst person ever. That person that hurt you, you say, God, I pray for him. Let your hand be upon him. I'll give you a secret as I'm closing. I've always said this to God. Anyone who is doing you wrong, especially those unbelievers, say, God, help them to know Jesus. That's what I always do. Let them know Jesus. Please. And remember, Maria, Alexander come. It happened in Nigeria. Come. You know, in Africa, or maybe you don't know this. In the church, Catholic church, they have a place where they keep bread and wine. So all the facts or the battle in the area, they brought it in the church. They took the microphone and they went and they stole the wine and the bread. In the earlier hours of the day, the priest woke up. He entered. He did not even worry about the microphones. He looked at there. They took the stole it. There was no bread. There was no wine. The priest came. He slammed his hand on the table. And Grace, oh, this boy, took the bread and the wine. Je polices encore, ils ont pris le bread and the wine. Can you imagine? The priest cursed them. See, the result is the God of the priest. It's not really the God of the priest. It's not really the God. And what do you curse them? So, please, I beg you, if you take my Bible, I bless you in the name of Jesus. Let's go stand with me.